afternoon, Outliers. How are y'all doing today? Happy Thursday. This is our penultimate time to get to hang out together before I'm gone for 2 weeks. So thank you all for coming to today's Outlier Trading Room. It's going to be a decently short one today. We're going to be talking about what's going on in the market, but I know for a fact I will not put one of my beautiful red American cents to work today. Not a chance. And you'll see why whenever we get into our market analysis. But I want to say hi to everybody. David, I am glad you're here. David, I'm really glad that we're making this part of your daily routine, right? I have been doing this daily every day at the same time on the same channel for years at this point. So I'm really glad that we can make this a part of your routine too. Leo, our friend, how you doing? Michael, Sebastian, Jean-Louis, glad everybody's here. Now, this is your final call for the weekly winner circle. Nobody's participated this week. Maybe nobody's trading. Maybe that's the case, right? Because I've not been trading. Maybe you're not trading either. So if nobody participates, then nobody's going to win the weekly winner circle. So we're trying. But either way, let's take a look at the market in our market analysis. All right, welcome to the Outlier Trading Room. This is how to trade in only 10 minutes a day and exactly how to take the guesswork out of trading. David says it's great to listen to over his lunch. Very cool, David. Very cool. So I am a partner with Outlier, and this is my style of trading. But Outlier delivers you new opportunities every single day. So here's the cool thing. I have been working with that new data point that we just got yesterday. So I've started making some tweaks, and let's chat about it here, right? Now, with the golden ticket trading strategy, I love that title there, the golden ticket trading strategy. It always starts with the market. We're going to let the market tell us which direction it's going. With the 10 over the 20, with price over the 50, we still have that. We still have. If you look, I'm Vanna White style today. If you look just to my right, you'll see the 10 is still over the 20, price is still over the 50. But boy, do we have some kind of weakness right here, right? This was the date I said, watch your back. This is the date where I texted Mahesh early that morning and I said, I expect a pullback. Shabam. That's exactly what we're seeing here, right, Brian? Glad you're here. Yeah, we closed under the 10 twice, 3 times. We almost are under the 20. Now, what does that mean to you? Let's go through my cheat sheet. I stole this cheat sheet from Steve Burns. In fact, I've mentioned Steve Burns many, many times. Let me show you guys who Steve is real quick. So this is Steve Burns. Steve has written about 1 million books on trading, and I had the incredible, fortunate opportunity to work directly with Steve for a little bit. Steve was the person who taught me what a moving average is, because I was so dumb. I was so naive. I was so ignorant when I started trading that I didn't even understand what a trend was. I'll never forget. I was up in an extra bedroom of my house having a conversation with Steve, looking at a chart just like this. And I said, Steve, how do I even know if it's trending up? I don't know. I don't understand, Steve. How do I know if it's trending up or if it's trending down? And to that, he said, Chris, that's super easy. Just throw on some moving averages, right? Imagine you've got a chart blank as could be. I'm trying to make it blank for you real quick. Imagine you've got a chart blank as could be right there. How do you even know which direction it's trending, right? I don't know. How do I quantify that? Just throw some moving averages on there. You could use the 10, you could use the 20, and you could use the 50. And when the 10 is over the 20 and price is over the 50, that's a positive trend, Chris. And when it's the other direction, that's a negative trend, right? Now, the trend doesn't last forever, one way or the other, but it can last for a hell of a long time, as we have seen over and over and over. But right now, it is under that. Now, each moving average kind of has its own unique qualities to it. And as Brian says, I liberated it from Steve. Yes, I did. So these are Steve's moving average points that I like to liberate and share with others. The 5-day moving average is a strong momentum if it holds as support or resistance, right? If it's above the 5-day, super strong. If it's above the 10-day or below the 10-day, that's the indicator of the short-term trend. Where is the short-term trend right now on the SPY? It's actually down. The short-term trend is currently down. Doesn't mean it's going to last that way forever, right? It could do exactly this, where it's under there for maybe 2 or 3 weeks and then pops right back up. I don't know. But right now, the trend is down. And then you've got the 20-day reversion to the mean after an extended trend. That's where we're at today. A reversion to the mean after an extended trend is exactly where we are today, with it kissing this 20-period moving average. So what does that mean? It means right now, I'm not buying anything. I'm not touching anything right now. Let's scroll back up here. So while the market is still technically bullish, it's a very, very weak bullish trend right now. And if it closes under the 20, I wouldn't even think about touching it until it closes above the 10 once again. So if it closed under the 20, I would wait until the market came back over the 10 before I'd even start looking for new trades. So the objective here is to let the market tell you which direction it's going. That's why I lead with that, because if it's trending down, why in the world are you buying stocks? So let's go to the next step here, which is a work in progress, and it's not going to be finished until I get back from vacation here. So I wrote working slide. Bullish when the breadth EMA, bullish when breadth 10 EMA is crossed up. Yeah, clearly I need to work on my English and grammar here. But looking at what I'm trying to talk about here is this chart that I mentioned yesterday. So this is a new chart, new data, literally hot off the press yesterday. Yesterday was the first day anyone on planet Earth had looked at it. And we covered a lot. We actually had 2 meetings about this yesterday, and we have another meeting scheduled internally tomorrow with OVTLYR on this. And Mahesh is very clear. He's going to get this into the platform as soon as he can. But in the meantime, I'll be handling that, and I'll be sharing it with you guys here. What I think a great strategy will be. Now, granted, I still have to refine this. But when the moving average of the number of stocks on the bull list, I shouldn't say moving average, the bull list percentage, that's what I'm trying to say. When the bull list percentage is above the 10-period moving average of the bull list percentage, right? So when the bull list is moving up, what's the historical average? Is it moving up or moving down? When it crosses over that historical average, that would be a bullish signal for me. So we're going to integrate both the price trend as well as the breadth trend. Now, I think it was Brian mentioned yesterday, this is actually a really cool way to look at it. It's not just the bullish percent, but the Brian, what'd you call it yesterday? I'd have to go back to the YouTube video because it was really clever. I liked it, and I think it would be an appropriate name for this indicator. Something like behavioral breadth or something of that nature. Guardrails, that was really good. Yeah, the guardrails made total sense to me. I understood that. But you mentioned something else. Either way, it really is a map of the behavior of the market right now. Is the market looking greedy, or is the market looking fearful? And it's because each individual stock moving on to the name or onto the bull list basically tells the story. Public sentiment, I like that. That may have been what you were saying yesterday. A public sentiment breadth indicator here. Something we're going to come up with a fancy name for it. Don't worry about that. Mark is incredibly good at coming up with very complicated names for things. Funny story behind that. But a couple things to notice here is when it's crossed over the historical moving average, that's a bullish sign. When it reaches over a certain guardrail, like Brian was talking about, over 75% or even under 25%, because you can see it kiss 25 and then it went right back up. I think some rules around that too. So, for example, this is, I was trying to say when it's crossed up over its own 10-day moving average. But if it goes over 75 or under 25, only enter trades if it's still trending in that direction. So only entering trades as it keeps going up, right? As you can see right here in this corner where it did go up over the 75 and continue to go up for a little bit, but then it peaked and started to come right back down. Same here. It peaked and then came right back down very quickly afterward. So you can really look at this as overbought, oversold. If you've heard of those terms before, in my opinion, it really, really applies here. Investors sentiment breadth. I like that name a lot, Leo. Yeah, these are great names because that's exactly what it is. Investor sentiment. Is it getting too high? Is it getting overbought or oversold? So yeah, this is really, really cool data. So I'm going to integrate this. I haven't narrowed down exactly how. One other thought I had is what if I only trade if it's the breadth that's pushing higher on that day? This is how my mind works, right? I start asking questions and then I go look at the data to see what does the data tell me. So for example, trading when the market is pushing higher, right? But on a day like this, and then you see there are a couple spots where it started to push down, right? So that would indicate right here where it's gone down a little bit, or right here where it's gone down a little bit, or right here where it's gone down a little bit. That would indicate points where the bull list actually had less names on it than it did the day before. So it's not necessarily a disqualifier, but it was something I was curious of. Should I only trade on days where it's like this period right here, where it was just like straight up, straight up, get out of the way, hold on tight, because we murdered it right here. It was win streak after win streak for me, Mahesh, for you, for everybody. So lots of really, really, really cool data coming out of this. But given all that to say, the market is not cooperating right now. Market breadth, as we have seen just a minute ago, would also tell the tale that it's running out of steam. And we did get a sell signal on the SPY today. As of today, the SPY is in sell mode. In fact, I'm gonna go take a look at that. Now, I would not short that, but I do want to walk you through my mindset for this. On a signal day today, does the MMFI trend agree with price? Now, I could actually swap this out and say, does the MMFI trend, this wouldn't be MMFI trend, does the outlier breadth trend, whatever we're going to come up with, inventor sentiment trend, does it agree with price? Well, this is going down while this is still technically going up. So I would say no. If no, don't trade it. If yes, does it have a positive back test on the SPY? We don't have negative back tests here, so it would only be positive, which of course is a positive there. Is it already 10, 20, 50 crossed? Clearly not, right? We just mentioned that a minute ago. So I have no desire to put any cash to work today, and it's going under the 20 as we speak right now. So to me, the market looks super weak, but if you look at it, Outlier kept you out of the weakness, right? Trading with me, watching the trades I put on kept you out of the weakness. We're able to take advantage of that huge push up higher. And after that finished, we've not had any new trades to put on. Nothing has set up yet. So that's a win in its own right, because you're not getting into trades and then getting completely frustrated as the market has decided to start going the other direction. So that's going to wrap it for today. The plan for tomorrow is 2 o'clock. We have a special live stream, Brian. We're going to be talking about Outlier on that special live stream. I want to share Sebastian's win from the JCI trade during that. So be talking about that. Then we'll have the regular trading room as soon as that finishes. And then we'll have our weekly winner circle. But if you don't participate, then you can't win. And right now, your odds are pretty damn good because nobody's participated this week. So that's going to wrap it for today. Thank you all so much for coming to the OVTLYR Trading Room. I'll see you right back here tomorrow for the last time in 2 weeks. Have a great day. Talk soon.